Welcome back, guys, to Unseen Adventures. Again, I'm Daredevil. Today, I'm just sitting here about to talk about my experience with a mobility instructor, my first time with a mobility instructor. As some of you guys know, I'm completely blind. And for those that don't, I've been completely blind for 10 years. So I'm barely getting off to getting a mobility instructor to get around, to make sure my techniques are better, because the people that are around me, they know I get around pretty good. I have certain techniques for me. What motivated me was my kids. They were young at the time. I was a stay-at-home dad, so school, dinner, everything. Well, not almost everything, but a lot of stuff. I was there, and I raised them, so that kind of pushed me to get my independence. Actually, like dropping them off to school, going to the plays, going to the festivals, and I developed certain techniques. So when the department told me, well, when the department did not tell me, actually, they kind of like sprung it up on me. But no matter if they sprung it up or how it happened, I'm glad that it happened. And for those that don't know, a mobility instructor is somebody that goes with you on a walk and goes around town, and they don't guide you. You're actually walking. They correct your techniques. They tell you what type of techniques to use and when not to always be using a certain technique. It's a good thing to do. I'm glad I did it. The instructor, she was really good. We did some paperwork we needed to do. We walked to Starbucks. And when I was going to Starbucks, some of my things is sometimes crossing the street, especially a 7-aisle lane, and the street is curved somewhat. I have a little bit of problems. But that aside, I'm glad I did that. I crossed that intersection, went to Starbucks, got my coffee, sat down, filled out some paperwork. We did that. And then I had to walk home again. And we went a different way just to, so she could see my skills and see how I do with my cane. She was impressed. I actually had some good hearing that I'm able to use the surrounding sounds and stuff. But to tell you the truth, it was a good experience. Thank you to her. She was a good mobility instructor. So this is day one, my introduction to mobility and stuff, you could say, and it's a good experience, learning these different techniques, how to go into stores or restaurants or type places. So for those that are looking for a mobility instructor and stuff like that, go with the Department of Rehab. They got good resources. They and the mobility instructors, they do a good job. And a question everybody might be wondering: are they blind or sighted? The one I have, she was sighted. She had complete vision. Okay. And I know there's some people within our community that don't like using their canes but need their white cane. But for me, I gravitated to the cane. I needed the cane. I'm not gonna be tripping. I'm not gonna be bumping into things. I'm not trying to do all that, because they're gonna be like, people are gonna ask what's going on, or people are gonna see you and be like, this person is weird. This keeps tripping, or he's trying to look around with his feet tapping the floor. What's going on? A white cane lets them know I'm visually impaired. Don't judge. Don't look. Don't. That's what I am. It's not, oh, what is he doing? Why is he looking around, touching the wall? I don't need all that. So I gravitated to the cane, and I'm glad that I kind of picked up the skills pretty good. And, but just like everybody else, I still need to learn. It's always good to have an instructor teach me techniques that I might not have in my toolbox that I'm probably going to need later on when I'm on my own. I like to be independent. I like to go to the bank or the ATM and things like that. And for those sighted people that are wondering how do I do the ATM, actually I carry a little headphones that had the 3.5 millimeter phone jack, and I connect that to the ATM, and a voice like VoiceOver comes up with instructions. And those that don't know what's VoiceOver is a screen reader that reads everything that's on the screen. But I like to be independent, and so I like to do things on my own, and because I like to feel like I want to feel like I'm able to do everything. It's not that I don't want to feel like I need help, but I want to be able and get up and walk or go to a restaurant, do something on my own sporadically, something like that, like when I was sighted. Because sometimes as blind people, we need to plan everything out due to our transportation and things like that. But I'll get into that later. But that was my first day experiencing a mobility instructor, okay? And for those that are thinking they should, if they should try and get assisted by a mobility instructor, for me, I think you should. Always comes in handy. Even if you need to brush up on your skills, get a mobility instructor. And for those that are sighted people, that's some things we go through when we go blind. You need to learn these new skills, listen to your surroundings, and get around. And this person helps out with that. And it's not like we always want to be holding on to somebody's arm or we want to be led somewhere. We want to be independent. We want to go and do what we were able to do before we were blind. Well, in my case, my thing is, even with the phone, because I teach a tech class, even with the phone, it's like, certain things should be a universal thing in technology, but it's not. But that's another subject for another video. But yeah, first day with a mobility instructor. I loved it. It's going down next week, and I'll bring you an update. Daredevil, I'm out.